Hey, it is Friday, the end of May, 31st. Obviously a lot of cool things going on this week, and I want to talk about some of the songs we put out, and of course talk about our newest teacher. And what else? Some other cool things going on the forum that I want to sort of talk about. But in the meantime, I've got a song running through my head. Anyway, sorry, I had to get that out of my system. So, but let's see. Back to Earth. So a few cool target lessons that I'm sure caught everybody by surprise as they appeared, and this was a really fun week for me and I hope for everybody else out there, because we obviously introduced our newest teacher, somebody well known to anybody who's ever been on our forum. And that's of course Vanessa. So I really want to take a video time to really welcome her to the site, and I'm really looking forward to her doing some songs for us. The Adele song that came out this week, Someone Like You, was spectacular. I hope people are enjoying playing that. So she and I are working on kind of a hit list of songs that we would really appreciate her doing, and that she would like to do as well. So I really want to first of all mention that how much she has helped out at the site, not even just for you guys that she has been, offering advice and suggestions for. She's answered a lot of questions that I then didn't have to, and done some just great stuff. So I've loved having her around, and I'm really thrilled that we can take her to a new level. And of course, the big news is that she is able to come to our camp in September. So, well, that's part of the big news. So we got lessons from her, we got other contributions, and we got her visiting, coming out for the camp. So I meant to talk about this later, but it's so fresh on my mind that. Anyway, Vanessa, so cool to have you on board. Let's see, so I already mentioned that we've seen one of her lessons already, and we of course saw a little collaboration on one of my all-time favorite tunes of Al's. And I've had a lot of fun of playing that with Al too, as you know. So I hope most people kind of know that. Anyway, so I do plan, since we got trying to get more people exposed to some of Al's stuff, I think we will be seeing some more Al Stewart songs in the near future. And what else? There was another. Oh. That was our other big target song this week, was The Last Time, Rolling Stones. So you may have, there might be more old Rolling Stones stuff coming up in the pipeline, because it's really fun to play that stuff. I forget about it sometimes. Let's see, we had a little review. Wait, wrong time. And I'm getting closer and closer to getting to that song. I'm really trying to get to some of those top 10 requests in the very near future. And now that we have Vanessa helping out with lessons, there's a better chance that'll happen. One of the reasons that some of those lag is because I just have high standards for putting out some of those songs, the James Taylor ones and stuff, and it's just a matter of getting the ball rolling. That they have to be really, really, I have to be proud of them. And I will be. So when I get to them. And then we had a last little, where's I going here? I didn't finish talking about Whiter Shade of Pale, but that brought me into the top 10 list, as you could probably figure out. Continuing with the reading music stuff, a little slightly more complicated rhythms, still reading notes in first position in the key of C. So that was what lesson 4 was all about, some more sight reading exercises. So hope people are getting the hang of recognizing the white keys down here on the guitar. So it's Speaking of which, that reminds me of another song. Wait a minute. Oh, ooh. Okay, sorry, another one I had to get out of my system. Speaking of cool songs, I really enjoyed listening to lately too. So some cool things happening on the uploads and the collaborations. Oh, speaking of which, that was the other thing I meant to talk about. I've finally gotten a chance to take a better look at some of the collaborations since I kind of got involved in doing my own, and I was knocked out by the All My Lovin' one. That was I should talk about all of them right now. I'll get back to those later, but congratulations on putting together a very cool video on the All My Lovin' stuff, and I hope people are enjoying those and enjoying doing them, because they are just slick. So, okay, two last things that I wanted to get to, and then I'm going to get back to playing and working on some cool tunes. I believe by next week the banner will be here, and I can get rid of this glassy thing that hangs behind me and have the autographed banner up. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not sure how big it is. It might be too big for this room. So, but I want to thank everybody for being the keepers of the banner. I assume that's been, who knows, could have been 100 people by now that have had that thing and signed it and put up some videos. So that is, anyhow, really, really cool. And last thing, also want to thank everybody who was helping out with the question, on the Justin Hayward song that I can't remember the name of. Oh well, Chris, you know what I'm talking about. And you saw a chord that had an unusual name, A add B or something like that, as I recall. A major 7 add B. Anyway, I'm glad that everybody kind of figured out what was going on there. And I believe the ear training thing, when I first thought about that, it's also the chord that we hear in the Eric Clapton tune, Signa, I guess, or Signy. Still haven't figured out how we pronounce that one. But I tend to think of that chord more as an E chord with A in the bass, because it's the 4 notes of an E chord, E, G sharp, and B, along with the A as a bass note. So just my 2 cents on that one. So, okay, I think that will do it for our last wrap-up in May. Next week, not really sure where we're going yet. Been listening to a lot of cool things. Oh, really, also, somebody tracked down, I guess, some Al Stewart stuff with Dave Nachmanioff playing along, and Dave is really spectacular. I don't know that he will be at the camp, but he'll be doing the show with Al that is part of that is happening that night, that Friday night in September. So, but yeah, he is just a great guy, fun to hang out with, and phenomenal guitar player. So glad you guys noticed that Al's had like 3 great guitar players that have been with him for a long time, going back to the early days with Peter White, and then his second phase with Lawrence, and now in his third phase, Dave's been with him for at least 10 years, I think now. I remember seeing him play right after Between the Wars came out, which I believe was '94. So Dave was just playing violin at the Great American Music Hall, and Al referred to him as Vlad the Mad Fiddler, or something like that. So, okay, getting back to the real world. Hope everybody's got a good weekend planned, and with a lot of guitar playing in it. And I hope I get that too. See you next week.